reactivate it, and we will place Song of the Thunder as a continuous spell on my deck.
Then I'll normal Labyrinth Heavy Tank without tributing.
You can do that, apparently. You can almost summon this without tributing.
And I'll place Sujin directly from my deck. We are going to summon the Gatiest of Guardians, banishing them from wherever is in the deck. We will make 8 Guardians of Fire. Then I'll just set a trap and end my turn. Go ahead.
My turn, I'll draw. I'll activate Darkwood's Dealing from my hand, allowing us to draw a card in this card. I'll discard Darkwood Dragon from my hand. Then, I'll normal summon Evil Storm Caster. Then, special summon Mandalorian from my hand.
Okay, on the summon, I'll just special play Dumo and destroy your Tor.
How dare you! But however, since your card does not target for destruction, I get to special summon Darkwood Dragon. And now, Darkwood Dragon's effect will allow me to add a Dark Hole during my end phase.
Alright.
Now, Caster will allow me to normal summon again, and I'll use it on Evil Storm Cookie. I'll link these two into the origin or evil Steel Swarm origin. Then I'll activate 30 incarnation in order to add 1 to tribute from my deck to my hand, so I can destroy all your monsters. Now I'll activate Dark Hole and destroy all of them right now. And since my Steel Swarm origin Dark Hole are protected, they cannot be destroyed.
Okay, Gate Guardian's combined effect. I'll just special summon Gate Guardian fusion ignoring summon conditions. Keep going.
That does not matter to me for right now. The Steel Swarm Origin's effect will allow me to special summon up to 3 Evil Swarm. When I destroy 3 of your monsters, I'll special summon Evil Swarm Mandalorian 1, Evil Swarm Mandalorian again, and Evil Swarm Kirchi. Now, I'll XYZ summon using my 2 Mandalorian into Evil Swarm Ophion. The Dragon Ruler Hater from 2. Now, I'll use Evil Swarm Ophion's effect, detaching a material in order to add infestation technique.
Shade, water, and thunder to make the dragon still attack.
Go!
The search is good.
That's why our savior defeat even more. Now, I'll activate Kirchion's effect, banishing a Mandalorian in order to add a Mandalorian effect. Then I'll activate another of its effect, and also need a normal summon, an extra Mandalorian from my hand. I'll XZ summon into another Ophia just in case.
Hey, wait.
I'm gonna let you finish, but you can't do that.
Can you read the first sentence of your monster, please?
While this has an extra monster zone, if a monster will be special summoned from the extra to the main monster zone, it must be special summoned to the zone this card points to. Damn it! Then I'll just do it again. I'll link it into another origin of evil. Quiet. Now, I'll XZ summon using these 2 in order to make another Ophia, and using it not one targeted. I will detach its material and add another infestation permanent. I'll set free and not attack a monster, I'll level, and you made my Dark Hole Dragon 0 attack. How dare you do that?
Yes, it does take more than this game after.
I'll pass. Now, Dark Hole Dragon, during my end phase, will add Dark Hole.
Okay, I'll draw for turn.
During standby, I'll activate double attack Wind and Thunder to destroy your Ophion. Let's get rid of that anti-level 5 and up floodgate.
Kind of sucks without the chain infestation pandemic, making all Elsewhere monsters unaffected by spells and traps this time.
But it can still be affected by monster effects. I'll chain Water and Thunder in order to make your Ophion's attack 0.
Chain Link 4 will activate Terminus to return that pesky fusion and your view spell back to your hand.
Okay, wait a second. Chain Link 4, Chain Link 3, 2, Chain Link. We're good. Finally, that chain ended.
It's only Chain Link 4!
You are blinded by greed, lashing out at the first thing that happens. I'll activate my field spell again. I'll place a guardian to my back row. I'll go for a seizure. My spells and traps have other effects in the graveyard. I'll banish these, and add Oxygen, Asana back to my hand. Next, we out of greed by banishing Stronger of the Shadows. By the way, did you really think that Ophion can stop me?
Honestly, yes. Why?
Because I have a counterplay for that. Because the hero lives. I'll pay half my life points to summon one elemental hero from my deck when I have no monsters.
And now that hero dies and is sent to the graveyard, I'll activate Torrential Trigger, destroy that, and activate Origin. Really? Gate Guardian and hero, he wants more fusion material.
What a waste. Let's go for Teshire Birth. Let's be normal level 7s without tributes. Phase. Passagin will attack Herkion and destroy it. Banish 3 of them once more in order to make another Gate Guardians combined. Then I'll just end my turn.
My turn to draw! This is ridiculous! First Gate Guardian, then heroes, now Kashtira. What are you on? Who's the dealer?
Your mom?
Let's do it with another dark hole.
Okay, you destroyed the Guardians combined. We'll just make another Guardian of Water and Thunder.
And another one.
Yeah.
I guess it's not even the pass. I'll normal summon Restaurant, activating his effect, banishing it, dispersing them into 2 normal monsters with the same name. I'll special summon Evil from Heliotrope number 2. Then I'll XD summon into number 41, the terribly tired Takuya, Baguska in defense mode. Baguska will change all other monsters other than Steel Form Origin to defense position. Then I'll end my turn.
Well, I guess it comes down to top decking. Baguska is pretty good negating all my monsters, but it also stops them.
What tomfoolery is this? Why is the light flickering?
You wanted darkness. Your guess is as good as.
Wear the jacket.
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 Wear the jacket. Wear the jackets. Wear the jackets. Wear the jackets.
Never, ever wear the jacket.
Wear the jacket.
Stop talking to me!
Wear the jacket.
Stop it!
Don't worry, he's just trying to get along with his friends.
Now!
Never,
Wear the
Why are you
jacket.
here?
ever
Wear the jacket.
wear the jacket.
Wear the jackets.
Win at all costs.
My apologies for invading your mind. It's just been a long time since I saw someone here. I can help you win, but at a cost. In exchange, you become my vessel, Don't worry, it's not permanent. It's only when you're in a duel or in self-defense. You seem like a very sound and capable duelist compared to the
Other delete members.
Was that really necessary?
If you lose, you'll be sent to a place worse than hell or the Shadow Realm.
You know what? Who are you? How do you even know this trial exists?
Not of your concern.
I will explain later. I am the soul of a duelist, not a miracle worker.
Okay, I'll accept this Faustian bargain, but I'm gonna need to make a counteroffer. Okay, here are my conditions. My brother is safe. Any deck that I touch, I will know each combo and what the hell it does. And you only come out once a day. Symbiotic relationship. Does that sound good?
I will accept 2 of your 3 terms.
You know what? Close enough. I consent. Keep your word. And I don't want to die just yet.
I remember.
What is little bro tweeting about? That's supposed to be my job. I'm officially uncomfortable. What even was that? What? Who are you? I thought you were just a Joe Smith. But even Evils from Ophion and Steels from Origin was pushed back a bit.
Well, I'm back. And I will draw. Then I pay half my life points again. The ultimate cost for power and the spell Dark Element!
Why is he not in the fence? What are you?
I'm free. But my Dark Element makes Dark Guardian. He's unaffected by monsters and your activated spells or effects. Get screwed, and I'll banish the Dark Element in order to get my Sangha back. Saddle face? Dark Guardian attack, Origin for 1800 life points.
My turn. I'll draw. On my standby phase, I detach raw material from Bazooka, so he stays on the field. Then, I'll set 1 card, and I'll end my turn and pass it over to you. Man, I got a third Ophion. That would have been great.
Time to draw. Main phase 1. Reveal danger, dog. Oh, I'm sorry. Danger, dog man. There was an exclamation mark. Feel him. You randomly pick the card from a hand, and you pick one. If it's the dog, all your monsters lose 1,000, nothing happens. If it isn't the dog man, special and draw a card. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Now pick your card. Now! Guess what? I'm gonna cut your life in half and capture your essence. I'll activate Riryoku 2.0. I'm sorry, Riryoku Guardian. I'll cut your life in half literally. And guess what? Dark Guardian gains it as attack. 3,100 from 62. Plus, it's base 3,800. Hey, you. Can you tell me what the total attack is?
6,900. As much as I despise you, I'll have to give you the mandatory nudge.
Very well. Battle phase. Yeah. Let's finish this, shall we? Attack, Dark Guardian! Executioner slash of despair! It's finally over.
What the fuck? I'm a deck box now? Damn, I would say that you're good, but you just sacked me. Well, I hope you die. There are others like me trying to get your family's wealth and power. Your fate is sealed and your darkness is festering. Your brother is a form.
Shut up, you basic charcoal sandwich. I was trying to make Xyz monsters, Let's see what's you're made of. Okay, Lorelsk based DD, okay. Karibos. Alright. Yeah. I see the Dotscaper. Alright. Probably need a gold sark in there. Let's see what your extra deck is. Okay, whatever. A white woman, Mecha Gundam, Microdancer. Okay, Draco Future. We got the good Xyz. Maybe I should add you to the collection. Your side deck is trash though. I'll deal with you later. For now, today's a good day. Never talk again. Is this thing recording? Alright. I'm gonna commit surgery on your body. I'm gonna make this one deck better. But first, I need to get all the rewards for beating you to a pulp. 1 second. I'm gonna use Yummy and Perlin in order to make you better. I've got a lot from you today. Felgrand, the Excalibur. Yeah, that's right. I can create high rarity cards from beating people.
stuff. I really love alternate arts. Especially when we have new stuff included, like the resin and input commands, or even for scapegoats. Yeah, all of this stuff. Speaking of yummy, one of the key spell cards is here. Side frames. Yeah. Let's just say people would kill to have my power. And for anyone who's trying to get me, here is my counteroffer.
Attention!
Do you understand
Mount
that?
Vesuvius has woken up from its dormant state. I repeat,
I have
Mount Vesuvius
binders
has
that
woken
are
up.
filled with these
Deploy the
things.
containment
And it
procedures.
is my job to organize every single one of them. We're going to have a field day with this one. Bye-bye.